Okay guys, welcome back. So still kind of in this video essay documentary style niche, which I'm a huge big fan of because you can talk about some great topics and there's loads of footage out there from the Hollywood movies we saw in the last one to news outlets talking about these topics. I'm going to talk to you about Magnets Media and James Jani. Magnets Media, actually they're both English guys, videos that are normally always about business. What does he say here? Mini movies about business, marketing, money, and more. So exactly that. So if I look at his videos, he's talking about Nestle, which is a big one, Rolex, the evil economics of Tinder, which is great. You can talk about Tinder, which is a big app, big pull. People want to talk about it. Silk Road, Netflix, Spotify, Instagram, and then obviously package these as like the untold truth of the evil economics of Tinder, Nestle's dark secret, the dark truth. You'll see that a lot on these kind of niches. You use something like, I don't know, Snapchat, TikTok, Jeff Bezos, Coca-Cola, Twitter. So he's talking about in Starbucks, talk about these big topics, companies that everyone can relate to, and then say why they become popular, the disturbing truth of Coca-Cola. It really brings you in what is the disturbing truth of Coca-Cola, because 3 million people wanted to know what that was about. And then there's WhatsApp, 2 million wanted to do that, TikTok, 1 million, which is great. You can talk about these and then package it as like the dark truth, you know. And we're going to see that with James Jani too. If I go on his, also talks in the same niche kind of about business, but he often talks about the more sinister side of things like fake gurus, those people that are trying to sell you get rich quick without actually feeding you any information. They're not teaching you anything, and of course they're just about think yourself rich and does it really work? Self-help, MLM, which are those like pyramid style schemes. What school failed to teach you about money, Bitcoin, the dark world of mega churches. So he's got an interesting story, and he wasn't doing amazing. I think he got to like here-ish when he was about to upload. It was about to upload this video, I think. So he's only 6 videos in, and this one took off and went viral. So it didn't happen straight away, and that does happen sometimes. Suddenly, something happened where it started getting picked up, got more impressions. Because when a channel first starts, it's not going to get a lot of impressions. YouTube's going to give it a selection of impressions, you know, a handful. It's not going to give you loads. And if the click-through rate is good, then after a while, it'll give it more impressions once it works out who's watching your videos, what do they also have in common. I'll share it with those people too, and if they click, then I'll keep sharing and sharing and sharing. Then it went up to millions. He went into over 1 million subscribers, and now every video does really well. Great, amazing. I'm actually on his Patreon. I like to watch his behind the scenes videos on what he's doing, how he's thinking about this, what he's uploading, how he's scripting these and things. Really good guy. If you want to go into this niche, go and follow him and look at his Patreon. It's linked underneath every video, like $10 a month. You can go and look at him talking about how he edits things, because I'll show you what these videos look like. Let's click one. Let's wait for the advert, because I do not have YouTube Premium. I don't pay for it because I want to see what ads are displayed on videos. I'm interested in that and what ads are displayed on my videos depending on location. Oh, 2 ads. He's making some money on these finance videos. Okay, let's look at this.
As a Catholic, but I wouldn't really describe myself as religious today. I had never heard of things like mega churches or televangelism or the prosperity gospel.
So these are Netflix style great documentaries. He's actually in his own videos, and Magnets Media is not anymore. You don't need to be in it. He could have done a pure voiceover, only voiceover, and you can see it's got all these, let me mute this while I talk. You see it's got all these great shots, searching things, finding videos, and using stock footage of these religious leaders. It's amazing what you can do with just stock footage. These are just images. You put a nice grade on it. Other YouTube videos, news outlets, some stock footage you had at the start there, talking about himself, raised Catholic and things. Wow, this looks great. Then you make it black and white. You know, so he's talking about, I'm going to talk about this niche, making video essays in the finance business sector. Now, why are these good? I already spoke about it in Magnets Media. You can talk about trending, absolute trending topics and companies that everyone uses, and then talk about the dark, more sinister side as a documentary would. And if you look at the channel here, you can see made thumbnails that are like this is worthy of Netflix. This is actually taken from the Explain series, this yellow strip you get across the middle, which is exactly from Netflix, the law of attraction. So talking about this niche is good because when your videos once again fall into a finance niche, if you're talking about money, then your ad space is going to be worth a lot more. I would, if you have absolutely no interest in any topic, which I very much doubt anyone has no interest in anything, like think about the videos that you watch on YouTube, think about what you'd watch in the evening, that's your interest. If you wanted to use a genre that has the best financial gain, then of course talking about stuff like money, finance, riches, Bitcoin, etc., recession, and talking about these topics with this amazing kind of value that you're bringing in production. James Janney talks about, rarely puts out many videos. I'm talking monthly at first, then bi-monthly, then 6 monthly for the last few, which he needs to change, he said. But he puts in amazing amount of effort into the video quality and edit. It takes them a long time to make them so that they are then evergreen. Someone can watch this today, they can watch it in 2 years time, 3 years time. It will still be a great video that's going to have a great retention time. And we talked about that earlier in the course. When you got your click-through rate good, because his thumbnails are incredible and his titles catchy, the dark world of, the dark truth, the rise of fake gurus, etc. And then the video content quality is that of like a major production, which he's taught himself. He taught himself over several months, and you can go and do courses in how to edit. I've got a course on how to edit or the effects that he uses. There's loads on Udemy, on platforms like this, on Skillshare, and all the other places. Then you can make this, and you could do it about this. If this interests you, this interests me a lot. Watch some of his videos. Watch these three if you're interested. Jake Tran, Magnets Media, James Janney. If you want to make those documentary style channels that have great production value, watch those guys and learn from them. In the next section, we're going to move away from this and the finance and documentary style, and we're going to talk about top videos. These are like top 10 top videos. These channels always do well. They have great retention because of their structure. I'll explain more in the next section. Let's get into that right now. Let's get into it.